Leo, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading going from the 6th of February up through to the 12th of February. We've just done your energy blueprint reading, and there is a call to mission. It seems like your energy now is fixed on where you're going. There were certain complications which I'd like to see how they come out within the reading on your cards. So let's just go straight in there. Let's just get the overall energy, what's going on here. It's like the it's standing in your power. It's going off and heading down your road, heading where you should be going or what you should be doing, basically. Yeah, Lionheart, leading with your heart, and I think this is what we saw in your energy update, energy blueprint reading. It was about the heart, and there was some things that need to be clarified and quantified according to your relationships, and that's going to help you be. Help you to have a lot clearer vision on your karmic path as you go forward. Let's just see what's going on there. So there's something that you need to walk away from. This is what we were talking about. We saw this on the aura. There was complications that was causing you sort of situations. And we saw that in the heart chakra as well. Walking away from, quantifying in the relationships that are around you that are really working. The universe here is talking about the long-term plan, talking about your karmic mission. And your karmic mission is really to walk towards that sunshine. And you are doing it, Leo. There's no doubt about it. You are doing it. And to do that, it's got to quantify some of your relationships that are around you. And apparently some of the relationships you just will naturally walk away from simply because you're walking towards the sun. You know, you're on your guides here. The guides here are trying to unify your passion, your emotions, your love with those relationships that work. It could well be the fact that you are falling in love for a long-term relationship here. You're falling for a long-term relationship. Obviously, that's not going to be for everybody. But for those of you who are looking for a long-term relationship, looks like a pretty good week to activate it. Your guides here are doing quantifying in the way of sort of coincidences in order for you to sort of like be clear about your path and where you're going. But also just sort of like, if you think your path is to go down a certain cafe, so you go down that certain cafe, but because you go down that certain cafe and you're not at the other cafe, you're not going to meet that other person. So that person will eventually just move away from your life. This is what you're walking away from without you having to sort of say bye sort of scenario. And you're walking towards love and how you unify yourself with the relationships with you. And there was a sensation that we had within in the blueprint energy reading, which we were up and talking about your auras and your chakras, which is linked in the description below. We were talking about sort of like with your heart and sort of like, you know, being at one with your heart and stuff like that. And this seems to come out with the passion that's going to lead you going forward. And it's going to, as you lead forward, it's going to eliminate that mental conflict that you might have had over the past week or 2 weeks, sort of saying, you know, I spend a lot of time with a lot of people. Is some of those, you know, some of those people, are they, you know, is it worth it for me? And I think it's a case here where the clarity is going to come out of walking through to a new paradigm. There is loads of cards there. Walking through a new paradigm to a fair exchange. And we were talking about that on your energy blueprint reading. Let me just grab those cards up. There's obviously way too many cards to even, practically half the pack there. But yeah, to a fair exchange. And I think this is within your relationship side, needs to happen. We will be doing a clarification on your karmic mission during the week. That will be coming out on Monday, just to give you a heads up on the path that you're going down that week and see what's going up for that. Let's just see what's going on in your relationship side. But within, just to sort of finish on this sort of side, the conversation that is within you, your guides are almost sort of saying, you get on well with this person. This is passionate. This is the Two of Cups. This is beautiful. Follow that. And they're really encouraging you to do that. So I would listen to them. You've already got two aces here. This is a new start to a new love and a new life. And this connects to all the energy that is around you. So let's see what's going on in your financial sort of side. This seems to be, the intuition that I'm getting off it straight off the bat is definitely a lot of sort of power. I don't mean power as in power over things. It just seems power as in, yes, you are almost like really well positioned within your job. When you get there, and might have been working on this for some time, you're there. Where do you go from here? And that's what the karmic mission is here, is a little bit stuck of sort of kind of going, so where do I take this to the next level? The universe here is trying to sort of say to you, this is what's coming in from the universe. And they're sort of saying, where you've been, maybe it's an old idea that comes to the surface that you thought about doing a long time ago, and that you can integrate within your job or your workspace. But the universe is trying to sort of say here, I think they're sort of saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater sort of scenario. And your guides, are they trying to create a tower moment? Let's have a good look. I think I need to get a little bit more out of that. Okay, so they're trying to avoid a tower moment. But to avoid a tower moment, so basically, if you've been planning on things or trying to get things done within your job, within your business, and within your workspace, you've got there, and then that means you need to clear away all the stuff. So if I'm making a cake, I made a cake. It's the most beautiful cake. It's perfect, and this is what it seems to be within your workspace. I sell that cake. It's absolutely brilliant. I've got to clear up the rest of the kitchen, before I can make the next cake. And that's what it's sort of saying here. There's sort of loose ends to tie up on the workspace in order for that, which will free you up to help you go forward towards happiness after difficulty. I think this is the difficulty here, is maybe the guides are forcing you into a decision that needs to be made in order to keep that momentum going, rather than feeling absolutely stuck. I think maybe the driving force behind all of this is going to be your relationship side. That's what it seems to come out most of all for you on this side. And I'm drawn to the Ace of Wands. These passions are going to feed through your heart down to your karmic mission. And it's almost like you're going to be saying to yourself, come on, let's get it together. Let's, pull my socks up and get on my mission in life. Let's see what the overall outcome is for you. A leap of faith. As we lead into this following week, we were talking about setting yourself as well within your energy update, within your energy blueprint reading. And it sets yourself up for the changes or the activations that's going to be happening in March. And I think this leap of faith is realizing that, and realizing that you've got to position like that. And almost in a way, this card here, this karmic mission here, could well be a case of you've got to be in this position. You shouldn't be moving anywhere as yet. I think there is a way that there's changes that's happening in the world, and that could well be that sort of tower moment there as well. And this is, if you stick to your guns, if you stick to who you are, it's going to create a situation where you're going to feel very content within your workspace, and that is going to allow you to move on. And there is a definite thing about sort of moving on from the past through this heart, through this Ace of Cups, of leading with your heart. But it's a gift that comes from the outside as much as from within you, and is a fair exchange. So there you go, Leo. That's been your Astroflower reading for the week. I will be doing that week the karmic mission update on Monday, so I'll see you for that. It's a very short reading, just to give you a heads up about the sort of karmic path that's in front of you. There's loads of links in the description below. You can even buy me a cup of coffee, and that would be really nice. So I thank you very much for being here, Leo. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.